First kind of full spring as a full-time running backs coach. What's it been like for you so far?
Yeah, it's been exciting. It's fun to kind of get back on the offense and poured through a bunch of film before spring football started, and then worked with a few of those guys before, obviously on special teams. So good crop of guys, and they're really eager, willing to learn, lots of energy. So it's keeps me on my toes with that group of guys.
Coach Mastro had a strict no hurdling policy that I know James broke a few times last year. We talked to him a few weeks ago, and he wasn't sure if you had the same policy. What's the verdict?
Yeah, we cleared that up. Yeah. He won't be hurdling anybody.
No hurdling.
Yeah, no hurdling policy. He's a running back. He's not a hurdler, but once he gets you a first down, he can kind of. It's a James Williams show after that. I mean, we can block it up for you and get you, your footwork right, get you 10. After that, it's kind of his show. But if you hurdle somebody gets tackled, it's going to be he'll be standing next to me on the sideline somewhere. So.
You still have your kind of fingertips on special teams. I've seen you work and coincide with Coach Brock. I mean,
he's doing a great job. He's got me kind of just helping out on each unit. Of the big 4 units there, and field goal as well. So, however I can help, I'm more than willing to. So, he's doing a great job, and it's been fun to kind of see, kind of some of the schemes that he's got and the way he approaches it. So, I think it'll be fun to watch this season.
And you mentioned you had time with players like Keith, and now Max will be a special teamer. So it's kind of cool to have these running backs that are going to be involved with the third phase of the game too. And do you expect that this season?
No, they have to be. I mean, that's part of the that's the thing. Kind of from my experience, to make sure all those guys are on there. And if they're not doing that, they're not starting for us on offense. So they need to go out there and bust their butt on special teams and contribute on all 3 sides, type of thing.
How challenging is it in your first year to replace guys like Jamal and Gerard?
Oof, it's tough. No, it's tough, but the guys are doing a great job. I'll say that. I mean, they're really kind of stepping up their play, and Max, for a freshman coming in, I mean, really he's built for college football already, which is that's a huge advantage for him. And now it's just kind of getting the playbook down, the nuanced stuff. So really 3 good guys right now that I'm working with, and it's exciting to see who's kind of taking turns making plays, and it'll be fun to kind of see how it unfold the rest of the way.
How eager is Keith to get out and get a lot of reps? He's kind of been in the wings for so long.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to come out. So it's like we kind of rotate every 2-3 plays, and if somebody needs a blow, then he's the one jumping up to grab the extra rep, and he knows it's kind of his last ride. He's going to go out with a bang. So it's great to have him as a leader for that group.
You seem pretty confident with Max coming in and making an impact year 1 and not having a red shirt?
Yeah, I do. I mean, he's just got to keep doing what he's doing and keep improving, but he's a smart guy, and a physical kid, and he's obviously got a lot of ability, a lot of talent. So it'd be tough to kind of beat those other guys out. But every day goes by, and he's kind of closing the gap a little bit, and it's they all kind of bring something special to the table in their own right. So it'll be fun to kind of utilize those guys in their best kind of positions or schematically, that type of thing.
Coach Spurrier had said about Roderick, his true freshman that he's working with, he's a lot bigger than he expected it. And Max, he doesn't seem that big, but he's been carrying some guys on runs and quick shovel passes. Is there a little bit more punch than what we see?
Yeah, it reminds me of myself back in the day. He's a 200-pound kid, but you look at him, he's tight waist, and he's rocked up. And I remember those days at the Jersey Shore fondly. But he's he's thick. He's thicker than you expect. You kind of don't see it in pads, but that's what he's got. Low center of gravity. His shoulder pads are over his knees, which means it enables him to kind of run people over and keep his feet going and kind of always fall forward, which is a great quality to have.
Is there anything that you've implemented that maybe the running backs weren't doing last year? You maybe brought your own kind of style to the group, or something within drills or film room or anything like that?
Yeah, probably just a lot of the kind of the talk that we have and things we're trying to work on and improve from last season. Really, that's kind of all of it is. A little bit of the footwork stuff that we kind of tweaked a little bit. We have a new wrinkle play or 2 in here or there. So really about finishing runs and really being some leaders. Keith and James are actually 2 of the older guys at this point in the offense. We need those guys to kind of step up and rally those younger guys, some of the younger linemen, younger receivers. So really just kind of having them, kind of elevate their game, not just on the field, but, in the locker room and in the meetings, that type of thing.
We saw a little chippiness out there today. I mean, as a coach at this point, are you just kind of trying to keep the guys on track? You're 2 weeks into spring, keep them motivated. What's the vibe there?
It's fun to see, man. It's football, it gets physical. And then, like you said, it's been a couple of weeks. They're hitting the same color jersey every day. It's their buddies, and it's kind of, to be expected. This kind of thing happens, but it's all good. I mean, he's going to get to Saturday, and then the scrimmage really feels game quality. I think we do a good job of practicing like that, practicing like it's a game. You know, we're not really, coach doesn't back off on these guys, and really, soft isn't a word that he uses too often as far as his coaching style. So I think that's an advantage for us, and we play tough, we play for each other, but just kind of building that kind of bond and toughness with each other, you know, through spring. So.
You got the DVR ready for the new season, Jersey Shore? Get your cheat out on?
Yeah, nah, I mean, I might have to watch it, but I don't know if any time during the spring, but yeah, I gotta call my wife, tell her to DVR that for me. Yeah, it's a good call, good call.
First episode was great. It just started, so just high recommendation.
Not
for
far
me.
behind, all right,
Yeah.
I'm good,
Yeah.
I'm good, yeah.